Imagine a time before history. This was the world before the Sumerians. Around 3500 BC, these remarkable people emerged in Mesopotamia. This region, nestled between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, was fertile. It was here that the Sumerians laid the foundations for civilization as we know it. The Sumerians were innovative and forward-thinking. They developed agriculture, creating a surplus of food. This surplus allowed them to specialize in other areas like crafts and governance. The Sumerians were on the cusp of something extraordinary. They were about to invent the world's first writing system. Before writing, knowledge was limited. Stories passed down orally often changed over time. The Sumerians needed a way to record their thoughts, beliefs, and transactions accurately. Their solution was cuneiform, a writing system that employed wedge-shaped marks on clay tablets. With cuneiform, the Sumerians could document everything. They recorded laws, literature, and even personal letters. Knowledge was no longer transient. It could be preserved and passed down through generations. This invention was a pivotal moment in human history. The Sumerians didn't just invent writing, they also built the world's first cities. These cities, like Uruk and Ur, were marvels of urban planning. They featured impressive ziggurats, towering temples that reached towards the heavens. Sumerian cities boasted complex irrigation systems. These systems brought water to crops and helped manage flooding. Public works projects like temples and canals required cooperation and organization. This led to the development of early forms of government. Section 4. Rolling into the future. The wheel's impact. Imagine a world without the wheel. You couldn't transport goods easily. Travel was arduous and time-consuming. The Sumerians revolutionized transportation with the invention of the wheel. This seemingly simple invention had a profound impact on their society. With the wheel, the Sumerians could move goods more efficiently. This facilitated trade and communication between different cities. The wheel also had military applications, leading to the development of chariots. The Sumerians' invention continues to shape our world today. Section 5. Governing the first cities, priests and kings. The complexity of Sumerian cities required sophisticated governance. Early Sumerian rulers were often priest-kings. They held both religious and political authority. These rulers were responsible for maintaining order, resolving disputes and defending the city. As cities grew, so did the need for more structured governance. The Sumerians developed law codes, like the Code of Urnamu. These codes outlined punishments for crimes and helped regulate society. These early forms of government laid the groundwork for future political systems. Section 6. Echoes of Sumer, a legacy that endures. The Sumerians may be gone, but their legacy endures. Their invention of writing revolutionized communication. Their cities stand as testaments to their ingenuity in urban planning. The wheel, a seemingly simple invention, continues to shape our world. The Sumerians were pioneers. They explored uncharted territories of knowledge and innovation. Their contributions to writing, urban planning, and governance laid the foundation for the civilizations that followed. As we marvel at the achievements of the modern world, let us remember the Sumerians, the pioneers of civilization.
The Great Pyramid was the tallest man-made structure for over 3,800 years. This incredible feat of engineering, a testament to the ancient Egyptians' beliefs and capabilities, continues to captivate the world. It stands as a symbol of a civilization that was deeply preoccupied with the afterlife and the preservation of the physical body. The pyramids, grand tombs built for pharaohs, were much more than just burial places. They were gateways to the afterlife.
Ancient Egyptians believed in a complex and intricate afterlife. Their beliefs were deeply rooted in their culture and daily life, influencing everything from their architecture to their rituals. Death was not the end, but a transition to another realm. They saw it as a journey that required preparation and guidance, which is why they meticulously prepared their tombs and burial sites. This realm, known as the Field of Reeds, was a paradise where the deceased could live eternally in bliss. It was depicted as a mirror image of their life on earth, but without any of the hardships or suffering. To reach this paradise, however, The deceased had to navigate treacherous trials and judgments. These trials were believed to be overseen by various gods and goddesses, each playing a crucial role in the journey. Their heart would be weighed against the feather of Ma'at, the goddess of truth and justice. This ceremony, known as the weighing of the heart, was a pivotal moment in the afterlife journey. If the heart was pure, they would gain entry to the afterlife. The Egyptians believed that a pure heart was one that had lived a life in accordance with Ma'at's principles of truth, balance, and order. Those who passed this test would be welcomed into the eternal paradise, where they would be reunited with loved ones and live in eternal peace.
Pyramids played a crucial role in ensuring the safe passage of the pharaoh's soul to the afterlife. These monumental structures were designed to protect the pharaoh's mummified body and all the treasures and provisions they would need in the next life. Inside the pyramids, intricate passages and chambers decorated with hieroglyphs and scenes from the afterlife guided the deceased's soul. These texts provided instructions and spells to help them overcome obstacles on their journey.
Constructing these massive pyramids was an extraordinary undertaking, requiring the labor of thousands of skilled workers over many years. Contrary to popular belief, slaves did not build the pyramids. They were built by skilled artisans and laborers who took great pride in their work. Massive stone blocks, quarried from nearby sites, were transported and lifted into place with astonishing precision using ramps, levers, rollers, and copper tools. The exact methods used are still debated today, adding to the pyramid's mystique.
Section 5. The Art of Mummification. Mummification was a central aspect of ancient Egyptian beliefs about the afterlife. The Egyptians believed that the preservation of the physical body was essential for the soul's survival in the afterlife. The process of mummification was intricate and elaborate, involving the removal of internal organs, drying out the body with natron salt, and wrapping it in layers of linen bandages. Amulets and protective charms were placed among the wrappings to ward off evil spirits.
Section 6. Treasures of the Tombs. The tombs of ancient Egypt are a testament to the grandeur and mystique of a civilization that thrived thousands of years ago. These tombs, especially those of the pharaohs, were meticulously constructed and filled with an array of treasures. The tombs of pharaohs were filled with treasures and provisions for the afterlife. These included furniture, clothing, jewelry, and other personal items that the deceased might need in the next world. The Egyptians believed that these items would ensure a comfortable and prosperous journey into the afterlife. Weapons, food, and even games were placed in the tombs. These items were not just for practical use, but also held symbolic significance, representing the wealth and status of the individual. The Egyptians believed that the deceased could take these possessions with them to the next life. This belief was rooted in their complex religious views, which emphasized the importance of the afterlife and the continuation of one's existence beyond death. These objects provide us with invaluable insights into the daily lives, beliefs, and artistic skills of the ancient Egyptians. Each artifact tells a story, offering a glimpse into the past and helping us understand the culture and values of this ancient civilization. The discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb in 1922 remains one of the most significant archaeological finds of all time. When Howard Carter and his team uncovered the tomb, they revealed a treasure trove of artifacts that had remained untouched for millennia. The treasures found within Tutankhamun's tomb, including the iconic golden mask, showcase the opulence and splendor of a pharaoh's burial. These discoveries have captivated the world and continue to be a source of fascination and study for historians and archaeologists alike.
Section 7. Unlocking Ancient Secrets. The pyramids and tombs of ancient Egypt continue to fascinate and intrigue us today. Archaeologists and Egyptologists continue to make new discoveries, utilizing modern technology to unravel the mysteries of these ancient structures. Through these discoveries, we gain a deeper understanding of the ancient Egyptian civilization, their beliefs, their ingenuity, and their enduring legacy. The pyramids stand as a testament to the power of human imagination, determination, and the enduring quest for immortality.
Section 8. An enduring legacy. The legacy of ancient Egypt's fascination with the afterlife extends far beyond its monumental tombs and intricate burial practices. The ancient Egyptians believed that life continued after death, and they went to great lengths to ensure that their journey to the afterlife was a successful one. This belief system influenced every aspect of their culture, from the construction of their grand pyramids to the detailed rituals performed during burials. It has permeated art, literature, and popular culture for centuries, inspiring countless works of fiction, films, and documentaries. The allure of ancient Egypt can be seen in the works of famous authors like Agatha Christie, whose novel Death on the Nile captures the mystique of the Egyptian landscape. Hollywood has also been captivated, producing iconic films such as the Mummy series, which bring the ancient world to life on the big screen. Museums around the world showcase Egyptian artifacts, drawing millions of visitors eager to glimpse a piece of this ancient civilization. From the early explorers and adventurers to modern-day tourists, people from all walks of life continue to be drawn to the mystery and grandeur of ancient Egypt. The early 19th century saw a surge in Egyptology, with explorers like Howard Carter uncovering the tomb of Tutankhamun, sparking a global fascination. Today, tourists flock to Egypt to witness the splendor of the pyramids, the Sphinx, and the Valley of the Kings. Guided tours offer a glimpse into the past, allowing visitors to walk in the footsteps of pharaohs and experience the awe-inspiring achievements of this ancient civilization. The pyramids and tombs stand as silent witnesses to a civilization that believed in the power of the afterlife and the importance of preserving their legacy. For eternity, these monumental structures, built with incredible precision and skill, have withstood the test of time, serving as a testament to the ingenuity and determination of the ancient Egyptians. As the sun sets over the Giza Plateau, casting a golden glow on the pyramids, one cannot help but feel a deep sense of connection to the past and a profound respect for the enduring legacy of ancient Egypt.
The Indus Valley civilization flourished thousands of years ago in what is now Pakistan and northwest India. This ancient civilization remained hidden for centuries, buried beneath the sands of time. Then in the 1920s, a remarkable discovery brought the Indus people back into the light. Archaeologists unearthed the remains of a vast, sophisticated city. Further exploration revealed another magnificent urban center, Mohenjo-Daro. Mohenjo-Daro, meaning Mound of the Dead in Sindhi, stands as a testament to the Indus people's exceptional urban planning skills. Unlike the sprawling, organically developed cities of other ancient civilizations, Mohenjo-Daro was laid out on a precise grid system. The city was divided into two main parts: the citadel, a raised area believed to be the administrative and religious center, and the lower town, where the majority of the population resided. Wide, straight streets intersected at right angles, dividing the city into rectangular blocks. This grid pattern, a hallmark of modern urban planning, suggests a high level of social organization and centralized authority. The streets, paved with baked bricks, varied in width, with the main thoroughfares being spacious enough to accommodate carts and animals. The smaller lanes and alleys likely served as pedestrian walkways, connecting the different parts of the city. This well-defined network of streets not only facilitated movement within the city, but also played a crucial role in the city's remarkable sanitation system, a testament to the Indus people's understanding of hygiene and public health. The use of standardized baked bricks in Mohenjo-Daro's construction points to a high degree of planning and organization. The bricks, made from clay and fired in kilns, were uniform in size and shape, allowing for precise and efficient construction. The Indus people's mastery of brickmaking is evident in the city's sturdy walls, houses, and public buildings, many of which have survived for millennia. The streets, paved with these same bricks, provided a durable and even surface for both pedestrians and carts. The grid layout, combined with the use of standardized bricks, not only gave Mohenjo-Daro a sense of order and aesthetics, but also served practical purposes. The straight streets facilitated the flow of traffic, while the uniform bricks made construction and repair easier. The city's layout and infrastructure reflect a deep understanding of urban planning principles that would not be widely adopted in the West until centuries later. The Indus people, it seemed, recognized the importance of creating a livable, functional, and aesthetically pleasing urban environment. Water, the lifeblood of any civilization, was managed with remarkable ingenuity in Mohenjo-Daro. The city's location near the Indus River provided access to a plentiful supply of water, but the Indus people went far beyond simply drawing water from the river. They developed sophisticated systems for water management, including wells, reservoirs, and a network of canals and drains. Public wells, strategically placed throughout the city, provided easy access to clean drinking water for the residents. These wells, lined with bricks to prevent contamination, were regularly maintained, ensuring a steady supply of potable water. Larger reservoirs, possibly used for storing water for irrigation or for use during the dry season, demonstrate the Indus people's understanding of water conservation. The city's most striking feature, however, was its advanced drainage system, a testament to their commitment to public health. Covered drains running alongside the streets carried wastewater away from the city, preventing the spread of diseases. Section 5. Sanitation, the hallmark of civilization. The sanitation system of Mohenjo-Daro was far ahead of its time, rivaling even the sanitation practices of many modern cities. The Indus people recognized the importance of hygiene and its role in public health, a concept that would not gain widespread acceptance in the West for thousands of years. Nearly every house in Mohenjo-Daro had its own private bathroom, complete with a toilet and drainage system. These toilets, typically located on the ground floor, were connected to the city's intricate network of covered drains. Wastewater flowed from these individual homes through terracotta pipes, emptying into larger brick-lined sewers that ran beneath the streets. The drains, covered with bricks or slabs of stone, were regularly cleaned and maintained, ensuring the efficient removal of waste. This sophisticated system of sanitation, combined with the city's well-planned layout and access to clean water, contributed to a healthier and more hygienic living environment for the inhabitants of Mohenjo-Daro. Section 6. Houses of the People, Uniformity and Comfort. The houses of Mohenjo-Daro, while varying in size and layout, shared a remarkable degree of uniformity, suggesting a well-organized society with a shared sense of aesthetics and practicality. Most houses were built around a central courtyard, providing light and ventilation to the interior rooms. The houses were constructed using the same standardized baked bricks used in the city's walls and public buildings, further emphasizing the city's planned and organized nature. The larger houses often had multiple stories with staircases leading to upper levels. The presence of bathrooms and toilets within the houses points to a high standard of living and a concern for personal hygiene. Some houses even had private wells, providing direct access to clean water. The uniformity in the design and construction of the houses, combined with the presence of amenities such as bathrooms and wells, suggests a relatively egalitarian society, at least in terms of access to basic necessities. The Indus people, it seems, believed in creating a comfortable and hygienic living environment for all members of their society. Section 7. The Great Bath, a ritualistic center. One of the most intriguing structures unearthed at Mohenjo-Daro is the Great Bath, a massive, meticulously constructed pool located in the citadel area. This imposing structure, built on a raised platform, measures approximately 39 feet long, 23 feet wide, and 8 feet deep. The bath was lined with waterproof bitumen, a tar-like substance, and had steps leading down into the water at both ends. The presence of changing rooms and a well nearby suggests that the Great Bath was not merely a public pool, but served a more ritualistic or ceremonial purpose. Scholars believe that the Great Bath may have been used for religious ablutions, purification rituals, or other ceremonial practices. Its location within the citadel, the administrative and religious center of the city, further supports this theory. The Great Bath stands as a testament to the Indus people's architectural and engineering skills, as well as their religious beliefs and practices. The structure's grandeur and meticulous construction suggests that water played a significant role in their culture and cosmology. Section 8. Trade and Measurement, the Weight of Evidence. The Indus Valley civilization was engaged in extensive trade networks spanning a vast geographical area. Archaeological evidence suggests that the Indus people traded with Mesopotamia, Egypt, and other civilizations in the ancient world. They exported a variety of goods including textiles, pottery, jewelry, and agricultural products. To facilitate this trade, the Indus people developed a standardized system of weights and measures. Cubical weights made from various materials such as chert, limestone, and steatite have been found at Mohenjo-Daro and other Indus sites. These weights, ranging in size from tiny fractions of a gram to several kilograms, follow a binary system with weights doubling at each step. The accuracy and consistency of these weights indicate a highly developed system of metrology and a concern for fairness in trade. The standardized weights and measures used by the Indus people facilitated trade and economic exchange, contributing to the prosperity of their civilization. Section 9. Legacy of the Indus echoes in time. The Indus Valley civilization, though shrouded in mystery due to the undeciphered script, left an indelible mark on the Indian subcontinent. Their advanced urban planning, sanitation systems, and trade networks influenced later civilizations that arose in the region. The grid layout, standardized bricks, and drainage systems found in Mohenjo-Daro and other Indus cities served as precursors to similar systems developed in later Indian cities. The Indus people's emphasis on hygiene and public health likely influenced later Indian traditions and practices related to cleanliness and sanitation. The legacy of the Indus is also evident in the continued use of certain agricultural practices, crafts, and artistic motifs in the region. The Indus people's contributions to mathematics, astronomy, and medicine, though not fully understood, likely influenced the development of these fields in later Indian civilizations. The Indus Valley civilization, a testament to human ingenuity and social organization, continues to inspire awe and wonder, reminding us of the rich and complex tapestry of human history. Section 10. Unraveling the Mystery, a Continuing Journey. The Indus Valley. Civilization remains an enigma in many ways. The Indus script, with its enigmatic symbols, has yet to be deciphered, leaving us with tantalizing glimpses into their lives. The reasons for the decline of this civilization remain a subject of debate among scholars. Despite the mysteries, their legacy of urban planning and trade continues to inspire us. As archaeologists unearth new discoveries, we hope to gain a deeper understanding of this remarkable civilization. Imagine a world without airplanes or the internet. Now picture a time when the only way to travel between continents was by foot or animal. This was the reality for centuries, and it was in this world that the Silk Road emerged, a network of trade routes connecting the East and West. Spanning over 4,000 miles, the Silk Road wasn't one road, but a network of paths traversing treacherous mountains, vast deserts, and bustling cities. It connected the ancient empires of China and Rome, acting as a conduit for trade, cultural exchange, and the flow of ideas. The Silk Road wasn't just a trade route, it was a bridge between civilizations. It fostered understanding, exchange, and interconnectedness between the East and West, leaving an indelible mark on the course of human history. The Silk Road was the lifeblood of commerce for centuries, connecting the bustling markets of ancient China with the empires of the West. Caravans laden with precious goods traversed this network of routes, their journeys fraught with danger and adventure. Silk, as its name suggests, was a major commodity traded along this route. Originating from China, silk was highly prized in the West for its luxurious texture and vibrant colors, becoming a symbol of wealth and status. But the Silk Road was more than just silk. It was a conduit for a diverse array of goods, spices from India, precious stones from Central Asia, glassware from Rome, and horses from Persia, all found their way across this ancient highway of commerce. This exchange of goods not only enriched the lives of people along the route, but also fueled the growth of empires and shaped the destinies of civilizations. The Silk Road wasn't just about luxury goods, it was a conduit for everyday items that enriched the lives of people along its route. From the east flowed ceramics, tea, and jade, while the west traded glassware, textiles, and gold. This exchange of goods wasn't just about material wealth, it was about the transfer of knowledge and skills. Craftsmen learned from each other, refining techniques and incorporating new designs. The Silk Road's impact on cuisine was also significant. Spices like cinnamon, ginger, and pepper, previously unknown in the West, became coveted ingredients, transforming culinary traditions. This fusion of flavors reflected the Silk Road's broader impact, a melting pot of cultures where East met West and new ideas and traditions were born. Just as goods flowed along the Silk Road, so too did ideas, beliefs, and philosophies. The Silk Road acted as a conduit for cultural exchange, fostering dialogue and understanding between civilizations. One of the most significant examples of this exchange was the spread of Buddhism from India to China and beyond. Buddhist monks traveled along the Silk Road, sharing their teachings and establishing monasteries in cities and towns along the way. Alongside Buddhism, other religions and philosophies, such as Islam and Christianity, also found their way along the Silk Road, enriching the cultural tapestry of the regions it connected. The Silk Road wasn't just about the exchange of goods, it was about the exchange of ideas, beliefs, and values, leaving a lasting impact on the cultural landscape of the world. Section 5. Buddhism's Journey East, a testament to cultural exchange. The Silk Road played a pivotal role in the spread of Buddhism, from its origins in India to East Asia. Buddhist monks, carrying their teachings and scriptures, traversed the treacherous mountain passes and vast deserts of the Silk Road, reaching new communities and cultures. As Buddhism spread eastward, it adapted to the local customs and beliefs of the regions it encountered. This fusion of cultures led to the emergence of distinct Buddhist traditions, such as Zen Buddhism in Japan and Tibetan Buddhism in the Himalayas. The Silk Road's role in the spread of Buddhism highlights the power of cultural exchange. It demonstrates how ideas can transcend geographical boundaries, influencing and enriching the cultural landscape of civilizations far and wide. The Silk Road's legacy as a conduit for cultural exchange is as significant as its role in trade, shaping the religious and philosophical landscape of the East. Section 6. The enduring legacy of paper from China to the world. One of China's most significant contributions to the world, paper, found its way to the West thanks to the Silk Road. Before paper, writing materials were scarce and expensive, limiting literacy and knowledge sharing. The invention of paper in China revolutionized communication and learning. Made from readily available materials like bamboo and silk rags, paper was cheaper and more versatile than previous writing surfaces. Along the Silk Road, the knowledge of papermaking spread westward, reaching Central Asia and the Middle East. From there, it eventually reached Europe, transforming education, art, and record-keeping. The Silk Road's role in transmitting this revolutionary invention underscores its impact on knowledge dissemination and the advancement of civilizations. Section 7. China's gift of time, the compass and its impact on navigation. Another gift from China that traveled the Silk Road, transforming navigation and exploration, was the compass. Before the compass, sailors relied on celestial navigation, which was often unreliable in cloudy conditions. The Chinese, through their observation of lodestone, a naturally magnetized iron ore, developed the compass. This revolutionary instrument allowed sailors to determine direction with greater accuracy, regardless of weather conditions. The compass's arrival in Europe via the Silk Road had a profound impact on seafaring. It enabled European explorers to venture further, leading to the age of exploration and the discovery of new lands. The compass, like paper, exemplifies how the Silk Road facilitated the transfer of knowledge that shaped the course of history. Section 8. Artistic Echoes, Chinese Influences on Western Art. The Silk Road's impact wasn't limited to trade, religion, and technology. It also left a mark on artistic traditions. The exchange of goods and ideas fostered stylistic influences and cultural fusions that can still be seen in art forms today. Chinese silk, porcelain, and jade became highly sought-after materials in the West, influencing artistic creations and decorative arts. The intricate designs and vibrant colors of Chinese art inspired Western artists, leading to the incorporation of these elements into their work. The influence of Chinese art on Western traditions, particularly during the Rococo and Chinoiserie periods, demonstrates the Silk Road's role in fostering artistic exchange and inspiring creativity across cultures. The Silk Road's legacy extends beyond economic and religious spheres. It enriched the artistic landscape of the world, leaving behind a tapestry of interconnected styles and influences. Section 9. A lasting legacy. The Silk Road's impact on the world. The Silk Road, though faded from its former glory, left an indelible mark on the world. It wasn't just a network of trade routes, it was a catalyst for cultural exchange, technological transfer, and the growth of civilizations. The Silk Road's legacy is visible in the art, architecture, and cuisine of the regions it connected. It fostered understanding between different cultures and contributed to the advancement of knowledge and technology. The Silk Road reminds us that interconnectedness and exchange are essential for progress and innovation. It serves as a timeless testament to humanity's ability to bridge differences and build bridges of understanding across vast distances. Section 10. Conclusion: The Silk Road, a timeless testament to interconnectivity. The Silk Road, though a relic of the past, continues to inspire and captivate our imagination. It reminds us that the world is interconnected and that exchange and collaboration are essential for progress. As we navigate an increasingly interconnected world, the lessons of the Silk Road remain relevant. It underscores the importance of cultural understanding, open dialogue, and the sharing of knowledge for a more peaceful and prosperous future.
Imagine a civilization that flourished on a sun-drenched island thousands of years ago. This was the world of the Minoans, a Bronze Age people who inhabited the island of Crete. The Minoans thrived from roughly 3000 to 1450 BC, leaving behind a legacy of stunning art, sophisticated architecture, and a maritime network that spanned the Mediterranean. This essay will delve into the captivating world of the Minoans, exploring their art, architecture, and seafaring prowess. At the heart of Minoan civilization stood the Palace of Knossos, a sprawling complex located near the modern-day city of Heraklion. Knossos was more than just a royal residence, it was a bustling centre of political, religious, and economic activity. Imagine a labyrinth of corridors, courtyards, and chambers adorned with vibrant frescoes. This palace was a testament to Minoan ingenuity and a symbol of their power. It was a place where kings ruled, artists created, and merchants from distant lands converged. The Palace of Knossos lay buried for centuries until its rediscovery in the late 19th century by British archaeologist Sir Arthur Evans. Evans's excavations revealed the splendour of a lost civilization. Imagine the awe as archaeologists unearthed the remnants of majestic structures, intricate frescoes, and countless artifacts. These discoveries offered a tantalizing glimpse into the lives of the people who once inhabited this remarkable palace. The Minoans possessed a deep appreciation for art, and their frescoes found adorning the walls of Knossos are a testament to their skill. Imagine walls brought to life with vibrant colours and intricate details. These frescoes depicted scenes from daily life, religious ceremonies, and the natural world that surrounded them. They offer a unique window into the Minoan world, showcasing their clothing, hairstyles, religious practices, and love of nature. The Bull Leapers, a daring spectacle. One of the most iconic Minoan fresco scenes depicts a dangerous ritual known as bull leaping. Imagine young men and women fearlessly vaulting over the backs of charging bulls. This display of athleticism and courage suggests a deep connection between the Minoans and the bull, an animal that held significant cultural and religious importance. The bull leaping fresco, with its dynamic composition and lifelike movement, captures the thrill and danger of this ancient ritual. The power of the sea. Minoan thalassocracy. The Minoans were not just skilled artists and architects, they were also masters of the sea. Their civilization flourished on the island of Crete, where they built magnificent palaces and developed a complex society. But it was their prowess on the water that truly set them apart. Their island home, Crete, lay at the crossroads of ancient trade routes, and the Minoans capitalized on their strategic location. They established extensive trade networks that reached as far as Egypt, the Near East, and mainland Greece. This allowed them to acquire valuable resources and exotic goods, which they used to enhance their own culture and economy. Their powerful navy, the first true thalassocracy, a sea-based empire in the Mediterranean, allowed them to control trade and exert influence throughout the region. The Minoan fleet was not just a means of transportation, it was a symbol of their dominance and a tool for projecting power. They patrolled the seas, protected their trade routes, and deterred potential invaders. Imagine sleek Minoan ships, laden with goods, sailing across the azure waters of the Aegean Sea. These vessels were expertly crafted, with advanced shipbuilding techniques that allowed them to navigate the often treacherous waters of the Mediterranean. The Minoans' maritime skills were unmatched, and their ships became a common sight in ports across the ancient world. Their influence extended far beyond their island home, shaping the cultures and economies of the entire region. Trading across the waves, goods of the Minoans. The Minoans were skilled traders, exchanging their exquisite pottery, textiles and metalwork for goods from across the Mediterranean. Imagine Minoan ships arriving in the ports of Egypt, Cyprus and the Greek mainland, laden with olive oil, wine and exquisite crafts. These trade networks brought wealth and prosperity to the Minoan civilization, allowing them to acquire raw materials and luxury goods from distant lands. The end of an era, the fate of the Minoans. Despite their prosperity and cultural achievements, the Minoan civilization eventually met its demise. The Minoans, known for their impressive palaces, intricate art and advanced infrastructure, were a beacon of ancient civilization. Their influence spread across the Aegean, and their trade networks reached far and wide. However, even the most advanced societies can face unforeseen challenges. The exact cause of their decline remains a mystery. But a massive volcanic eruption on the nearby island of Thera, modern-day Santorini, is believed to have played a significant role. This eruption, one of the most powerful in recorded history, would have had catastrophic effects on the Minoan civilization. The eruption's immediate impact was devastating, but its long-term consequences were even more profound. Imagine the devastation as a towering plume of ash and debris darkened the skies, followed by tsunamis that ravaged coastal settlements. The ash cloud would have blocked out the sun, leading to a dramatic drop in temperatures and affecting agriculture. The tsunamis would have destroyed ports and ships, crippling trade and isolating the Minoans from their allies and trade partners. The combination of these natural disasters would have created a perfect storm of challenges for the Minoans. This cataclysmic event, coupled with possible internal strife or invasion, likely weakened the Minoans, leaving them vulnerable to conquest. Internal strife could have arisen from the struggle to survive in the aftermath of the eruption, as resources became scarce and social order broke down. Additionally, the weakened state of the Minoans would have made them an attractive target for invaders seeking to capitalize on their misfortune. The combination of natural disasters, internal challenges and external threats ultimately led to the fall of the once great Minoan civilization. Today, the ruins of their cities and the remnants of their culture serve as a testament to their achievements and a reminder of the fragility of even the most advanced societies. The Minoan legacy, an enduring influence. Though the Minoan civilization eventually faded, their legacy lived on. Their art, architecture and cultural innovations influenced later civilizations, particularly the Mycenaeans who rose to prominence in Greece. The myth of the Minotaur, a fearsome creature said to inhabit a labyrinth beneath the palace of Knossos, has captured the imaginations of people for centuries. This enduring tale reflects the enduring fascination with the Minoans and their enigmatic civilization. Conclusion. Reflections on a lost world. The Minoans, with their vibrant art, sophisticated architecture and intricate social structures, were a beacon of civilization in the ancient world. Their frescoes, depicting scenes of nature, religious rituals and daily life, offer us a window into their world, a world that was both advanced and deeply connected to the natural environment around them. Their mastery of the sea, evident in their advanced shipbuilding techniques and extensive trade networks, allowed them to connect with distant cultures and bring back exotic goods, ideas and influences. The Minoans were not just isolated islanders, they were cosmopolitan traders and cultural ambassadors. Their civilization, though lost to the mists of time, continues to captivate and inspire us today. By studying their art, architecture and maritime prowess, we gain insights into their sophisticated society. Archaeologists, through painstaking excavations, have unearthed a treasure trove of Minoan artifacts, from intricately designed pottery to grand palatial complexes like Knossos. These discoveries allow us to piece together the story of a people who were both innovative and deeply spiritual. Their religious practices, centered around goddess worship and nature, reveal a society that revered the earth and its cycles. Though much about the Minoans remains shrouded in mystery, their legacy serves as a testament to the enduring power of human creativity and ingenuity. As we reflect on this lost world, we are reminded of the fragility of civilizations and the timeless nature of human achievement.
The ancient world trembled at the mere mention of the Assyrians. Known far and wide for their unparalleled ruthlessness and unmatched military prowess, they carved out one of the largest and most formidable empires of their time. From the rugged and unforgiving mountains of northern Mesopotamia, they exploded onto the historical scene, conquering and subjugating vast swaths of the ancient Near East with relentless force. Their unprecedented success stemmed from a potent combination of military innovation, strategic brilliance, and a highly organized war machine that left their enemies in both awe and terror. The Assyrians were more than just brutal conquerors. They were pioneers in military organization and technology. Their innovations in warfare set them apart, creating armies that were a force unlike any seen before, equipped with advanced weaponry and trained to fight as a cohesive and disciplined unit. Their kings, driven by insatiable ambition and a thirst for power, led from the front, embodying the warrior ethos that permeated every aspect of Assyrian society. This essay delves deep into the heart of the Assyrian war machine, exploring the elements that made them the undisputed masters of the battlefield, feared and respected by all. The Assyrian Empire's origins can be traced back to the ancient city of Ashur, nestled on the banks of the Tigris River in what is now modern-day Iraq. This strategic location provided them with access to vital trade routes and resources. Surrounded by hostile neighbors and competing city-states, the Assyrians were constantly on guard. The Assyrians were forged in the crucible of constant warfare, which shaped their society and culture. Their early struggles instilled in them a martial spirit and a relentless drive to dominate their rivals. This warrior ethos became a defining characteristic of the Assyrian people. From these humble beginnings, the Assyrians gradually expanded their influence, conquering neighboring territories and integrating them into their growing empire. Developing into a formidable regional power, they built a reputation for their military prowess and strategic acumen. They honed their military skills, learning from both their victories and defeats, and continuously improving their tactics and weaponry. Kings like Shamshi-Adad I and Tiglath-Pileser I laid the groundwork for the empire's later dominance, implementing administrative reforms and military innovations. They secured borders and projected Assyrian power far beyond their heartland, establishing a network of fortified cities and outposts. However, it was during the Neo-Assyrian period, from 911 to 609 BCE, that the empire reached its zenith. Transforming into a military juggernaut, the Assyrian Empire left an indelible mark on history, influencing the course of civilizations for centuries to come. One of the key factors behind the Assyrian military ascendancy was the establishment of the first professional standing army, a revolutionary concept in the ancient world. Prior to this, armies in the ancient Near East were largely composed of seasonal levies of farmers and conscripts who were called upon only during times of war. These makeshift armies often lacked proper training and discipline, making them less effective in prolonged or complex military campaigns. The Assyrians revolutionized warfare by creating a permanent force of professional soldiers who dedicated their lives to the art of war, training year-round to perfect their skills. This standing army was meticulously organized and equipped with the best available weapons and armor of the time. It was divided into specialized units, each trained for specific combat roles, including heavy infantry, which formed the backbone of the army, light infantry, which provided speed and flexibility, and archers who could strike from a distance with deadly accuracy. The cavalry and charioteers added mobility and shock value to the Assyrian forces, making them a versatile and formidable opponent. This specialization allowed for greater tactical flexibility and battlefield coordination, giving the Assyrians a decisive edge over their enemies, who often relied on less organized and less specialized forces. The soldiers were rigorously trained in the use of their weapons and armor, undergoing regular drills and exercises to maintain their combat readiness, ensuring they were always prepared for battle. This professionalization of warfare transformed the Assyrian army into a well-oiled machine capable of swift and decisive victories, often overwhelming their adversaries with their superior organization and skill. The Assyrians were not only masters of military organization, but also skilled tacticians and strategists. They understood the importance of combined arms warfare, effectively utilizing the strengths of their different units in coordinated attacks. Their armies were adept at both siege warfare and open battles, adapting their tactics to suit the terrain and their opponents. Assyrian kings often employed scorched earth tactics, devastating enemy lands and infrastructure to break their will to resist. They were notorious for their cruelty, using terror as a weapon of war. Massacres, impalement, and the forced deportation of conquered populations were common practices, designed to instill fear and discourage rebellion. While morally reprehensible, these brutal tactics were undeniably effective, contributing to the Assyrians' reputation as a fearsome and implacable foe. Section 5. The Iron Fist of Assyria. Weaponry and Technological Advancements. The Assyrians' military dominance was further bolstered by their advancements in weaponry and technology. They were among the first to fully exploit the potential of iron, a metal far superior to bronze in strength and durability. Assyrian blacksmiths mastered the art of ironworking, producing high-quality weapons and armor that gave their soldiers a significant advantage on the battlefield. Assyrian soldiers were equipped with iron swords, spears, daggers, and arrowheads, capable of piercing through the leather and bronze armor of their enemies. They developed sophisticated siege weapons such as battering rams, siege towers, and mines, allowing them to effectively besiege and capture heavily fortified cities. Their engineers constructed roads and bridges, facilitating the rapid movement of troops and supplies, crucial for maintaining their vast empire. Section 6. Conquest and Expansion, the Growth of an Empire. Driven by ambition and a thirst for resources, the Assyrian kings embarked on a series of military campaigns that expanded their empire to an unprecedented size. From the Zagros Mountains in the east to the Mediterranean Sea in the west, from the Armenian highlands in the north to the Persian Gulf in the south, the Assyrian Empire encompassed a vast territory, encompassing diverse cultures and peoples. Under kings like Ashurnasirpal II, Shalmaneser III, Tiglath-Pileser III, Sargon II, Sennacherib, and Esarhaddon, the Assyrians conquered numerous kingdoms and city-states, including Babylonia, Elam, Urartu, and parts of Egypt. They amassed vast wealth and resources, plundering conquered cities and imposing tribute on their subjects. The Assyrian Empire became a major power in the ancient Near East. Its influence felt far beyond its borders. Section 7. Administration and Control, Maintaining an Iron Grip. Conquering an empire was one thing. Holding it together was another challenge altogether. The Assyrians, however, proved adept at administration and control, establishing a sophisticated system of governance to manage their vast domain. They divided their empire into provinces, each ruled by an Assyrian governor who answered directly to the king. A network of roads and couriers facilitated communication and the flow of information throughout the empire. The Assyrians were also pioneers in the use of mass deportation, relocating conquered populations to different parts of the empire to prevent rebellions and promote assimilation. While this practice was undeniably brutal, it served to break up potential centers of resistance and integrate conquered peoples into the Assyrian imperial system. Section 8. The Legacy of Assyrian Military Innovation. The Assyrian Empire may have eventually crumbled, but its military innovations left an enduring legacy on the ancient world. Their development of the professional standing army, their mastery of iron weaponry, and their sophisticated military tactics and strategies revolutionized warfare, influencing subsequent empires and military thinkers for centuries to come. The Persians, who succeeded the Assyrians as the dominant power in the region, adopted many aspects of Assyrian military organization and tactics. The Greeks too learned from the Assyrians, incorporating elements of their military thinking into their own evolving military traditions. The Assyrian Empire's impact on the art of war can still be felt today, a testament to their enduring legacy as military innovators. Section 9. The Fall of an Empire, Internal Strife and External Pressures. Despite their military might, the Assyrian Empire was not immune to internal strife and external pressures. Constant warfare took its toll on the empire's resources and manpower, while internal rebellions and power struggles weakened the central authority. The empire's reliance on forced deportation and brutal suppression of dissent, while effective in the short term, created resentment and instability in the long run. By the mid-7th century BCE, the Assyrian Empire was in decline, weakened by a combination of internal rebellions, economic problems, and relentless attacks from external enemies. In 612 BCE, the once mighty city of Nineveh, the Assyrian capital, fell to a coalition of Babylonian and Median forces, marking the end of the Assyrian Empire. Section 10. Conclusion. Echoes of Assyrian Might. The Assyrian Empire may have been short-lived in the grand scheme of history, but its impact on the ancient Near East was profound and lasting. Their military innovations, their thirst for conquest, and their sophisticated system of administration left an indelible mark on the region, shaping the political and military landscape for centuries to come. The Assyrians were more than just brutal conquerors. They were innovators, strategists, and builders of empires. Their story is a reminder of the transformative power of military innovation, the allure of conquest, and the ephemeral nature of even the mightiest empires. The echoes of their military might continue to resonate today, reminding us of the enduring legacy of the Assyrian war machine.
The ancient Hebrews were a Semitic people who emerged in the Near East millennia ago. Their story, intertwined with faith and resilience, has left an indelible mark on the course of human history. While their origins remain shrouded in the mists of time, their emergence as a distinct group around the Late Bronze Age marked the beginning of a remarkable journey. Unlike their polytheistic neighbours who worshipped a pantheon of gods, the Hebrews developed a radically different belief system. This system, centered around the worship of a single, all-powerful God, would become the bedrock of Judaism and profoundly influence the development of Western civilization. The Hebrew people, through their unwavering faith and unique cultural and religious traditions, played a pivotal role in shaping the moral and spiritual landscape of the world. Their story is not merely one of religious innovation, but also a testament to the power of belief and the enduring legacy of a small nation that dared to embrace a revolutionary idea. In a world dominated by polytheistic beliefs, the emergence of monotheism among the Hebrews was a radical departure. This fundamental shift in religious thought, attributing the entirety of creation and divine power to a single God, marked a profound moment in human history. While the exact origins of this belief remain a subject of ongoing scholarly debate, it is clear that the concept of monotheism gradually took root within Hebrew society. The Hebrew Bible, particularly the Torah, attributes the revelation of this single God, Yahweh, to Abraham, considered the patriarch of the Jewish people. This covenant, a sacred agreement between God and Abraham, laid the foundation for the development of Judaism. Over time, the belief in Yahweh as the sole God, the creator of all that is, became increasingly central to the Hebrew identity. This revolutionary idea, challenging the prevailing religious norms of the time, would forever alter the course of human history, shaping the development of major world religions and influencing ethical and philosophical thought for centuries to come. Central to the Hebrew belief system was the concept of ethical monotheism. This concept went beyond simply acknowledging the existence of one God. It emphasized the moral and ethical dimensions of this God's character and his relationship with humanity. Yahweh was not merely a distant deity, but an active participant in the lives of his followers, demanding justice, righteousness, and compassion. This emphasis on ethical conduct had profound societal implications. The Hebrew Bible, particularly the Torah, laid out a comprehensive code of conduct, encompassing everything from social interactions and legal matters to dietary laws and ritual practices. These laws, believed to be divinely ordained, aimed to create a just and righteous society that reflected the will of God. This concept of ethical monotheism, linking religious belief with moral responsibility, became a defining characteristic of Judaism and would profoundly influence the development of later Western ethical and legal systems. The Hebrew Bible, a collection of sacred texts revered by Jews and Christians alike, stands as a testament to the enduring legacy of the Hebrews. This collection of writings, spanning centuries and encompassing diverse literary genres, offers a window into the history, beliefs and values of the ancient Hebrews. At its core lies the Torah, also known as the Pentateuch, which contains the foundational narratives and laws of Judaism. The stories of creation, the patriarchs, the exodus from Egypt, and the giving of the law at Mount Sinai have served as sources of inspiration and guidance for generations. Beyond the Torah, the Hebrew Bible includes prophetic books, wisdom literature, and historical accounts that have shaped religious thought, ethical principles, and cultural values for millennia. Its influence extends far beyond the realm of religion, permeating art, literature, music, and countless aspects of Western civilization. Prophets and kings, shaping a nation's identity. Prophets and kings played pivotal roles in shaping the nation's identity and destiny. Prophets emerged in times of crisis, delivering messages of warning, rebuke, and hope. Figures like Isaiah, Jeremiah, and Ezekiel condemned injustice and called for spiritual renewal. Kings left their mark on the political and religious landscape. David, renowned for his military prowess, became a symbol of unity and strength. Solomon, known for his wisdom, left a legacy of architectural grandeur and religious devotion. Not all rulers lived up to ideals, leading to conflict and spiritual decline. Section 6. Laws and Covenants, the foundation of a moral society. At the heart of the Hebrew religious tradition lay a profound emphasis on law and covenant. The covenant, a sacred agreement between God and the Hebrew people, established the foundation for their relationship and outlined the terms of their mutual obligations. This covenant, first established with Abraham and later renewed through Moses, emphasized the unique bond between God and his chosen people. Central to this covenant were the laws, believed to be divinely ordained, that served as the bedrock of Hebrew society. The Ten Commandments, a concise yet powerful set of moral and ethical principles, provided a framework for righteous living. Beyond these fundamental precepts, the Torah elaborated on a wide range of legal and ritual matters, encompassing social justice, family purity, dietary regulations, and the observance of religious festivals. These laws, seen as expressions of God's will, were intended to create a just, compassionate, and holy society that reflected the divine covenant. Section 7. Exile and diaspora spreading Jewish identity and faith. The history of the Hebrews is marked by periods of both triumph and tragedy, including the traumatic experience of exile and the subsequent diaspora. The Babylonian exile in the 6th century BCE, which saw the destruction of the First Temple and the displacement of much of the Jewish population, proved to be a defining moment in Jewish history. This period of upheaval and forced migration led to a re-examination of religious beliefs and practices as the Hebrews sought to maintain their identity in a foreign land. Despite the challenges of exile, the Jewish people not only preserved their faith, but also adapted to their new circumstances. Synagogues emerged as centers of communal prayer and study, and the role of rabbis as teachers and interpreters of Jewish law gained prominence. This period also witnessed the canonization of the Hebrew Bible, solidifying the sacred texts that would guide Jewish life for centuries to come. The diaspora, the scattering of Jewish communities throughout the Mediterranean world and beyond, further contributed to the spread of Jewish ideas and traditions, enriching the cultural and intellectual landscape of the regions they inhabited. Section 8. A Legacy of Faith, the enduring impact of the Hebrews. The legacy of the Hebrews extends far beyond their ancient origins, leaving an indelible mark on the course of Western civilization and beyond. Their pioneering embrace of monotheism, the belief in a single, all-powerful God, revolutionized religious thought and laid the foundation for the development of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. The Hebrew Bible, with its rich tapestry of narratives, laws, poetry, and prophetic writings, has served as a wellspring of inspiration for artists, writers, philosophers, and theologians for millennia. Its influence can be seen in art, literature, music, law, and countless aspects of Western culture. The Hebrew concept of ethical monotheism, emphasizing the moral and ethical dimensions of God's character and his expectations for human conduct, has profoundly shaped Western ethical and legal systems. The enduring legacy of the Hebrews lies not only in their religious innovations, but also in their unwavering commitment to justice, righteousness, and compassion, values that continue to resonate in the modern world. Section 9. From Judaism to the world, the spread of monotheistic ideas. The monotheistic beliefs of the Hebrews did not remain confined to the realm of ancient Israel, but spread far and wide, profoundly impacting the development of major world religions. Christianity, emerging from within Judaism in the 1st century CE, embraced the God of Abraham and the Hebrew Bible as its own, reinterpreting these traditions through the lens of Jesus of Nazareth. Islam, founded in 7th century Arabia, recognized the Hebrew prophets, including Abraham, Moses, and Jesus, as messengers of God, incorporating elements of Jewish and Christian thought into its own monotheistic framework. The spread of these Abrahamic faiths, each tracing its roots back to the monotheism of the ancient Hebrews, had a profound global impact. From the Americas to Africa, from Europe to Asia, the belief in a single universal God, creator of all that is, became a cornerstone of religious belief for billions of people. The ethical precepts, moral teachings, and spiritual values rooted in the Hebrew tradition continue to influence religious thought, ethical systems, and cultural values across the globe. Section 10. Conclusion. The timeless significance of the Hebrews. The story of the Hebrews is a testament to the enduring power of faith, resilience, and the pursuit of a just and righteous society. From their ancient origins to their enduring legacy, the Hebrew people have left an indelible mark on the course of human history. Their pioneering embrace of monotheism, the belief in a single, all-powerful God, revolutionized religious thought and laid the foundation for the development of major world religions. The Hebrew Bible, with its rich tapestry of narratives, laws, poetry, and prophetic writings, stands as a testament to their enduring cultural, ethical, and spiritual values. The Hebrew concept of ethical monotheism, emphasizing the moral and ethical dimensions of God's character and his expectations for human conduct, has profoundly shaped Western ethical and legal systems. The enduring legacy of the Hebrews lies not only in their religious innovations, but also in their unwavering commitment to justice, righteousness, and compassion, values that continue to resonate in the modern world, reminding us of the timeless significance of their remarkable journey.
Imagine a world without the alphabet. It's hard to fathom, isn't it? Our ability to communicate hinges on this ingenious system. We owe a debt of gratitude to the Phoenicians for this gift. They revolutionized writing with their alphabet. Their 22 consonants became the foundation for nearly every alphabet today. Before them, writing systems were cumbersome. The Egyptians used complex hieroglyphics. The Mesopotamians had cuneiform. These systems limited literacy to a select few. The Phoenician alphabet changed the game. It made literacy accessible to more people. This innovation facilitated communication and trade. The Phoenicians became masters of commerce, spreading their influence throughout the Mediterranean. Their alphabet reached Greece, Rome, and beyond, laying the groundwork for modern communication. This is the story of the Phoenicians, who shaped the course of history. The Mediterranean Sea was the Phoenicians' highway. They were skilled sailors and shipbuilders, navigating vast distances in their sturdy cedarwood ships. Their trade routes extended from their homeland in the Levant, modern-day Lebanon, Syria, and Israel across the Mediterranean. They reached Mesopotamia and Egypt to the east and North Africa, Sicily, Sardinia, and the Iberian Peninsula to the west. The Phoenicians were opportunistic traders exchanging goods and ideas. Their ships carried cedarwood, glass, textiles, dyes, and precious metals. They traded these for silver, tin, lead, and other raw materials, establishing trading posts and colonies. They created a vast commercial network. Their most famous export was a purple dye from murex shells, known as Tyrian purple. It was prized by elites. It symbolized royalty and power, cementing their reputation. Their maritime prowess transformed them into a powerful maritime empire. The Phoenicians weren't conquerors in the traditional sense. They didn't amass vast armies or engage in large-scale military campaigns. Their empire was built on trade, diplomacy, and strategic alliances. Their trading posts, initially established for commercial purposes, evolved into thriving cities, each with its own government and cultural identity. Carthage, located in modern-day Tunisia, became their most powerful colony. Founded in the 9th century BC, Carthage grew into a formidable maritime power, rivaling even Rome for dominance in the western Mediterranean. Other significant colonies included Gadir, Cadiz in Spain, Lixus in Morocco, and Nora in Sardinia. These cities, though geographically dispersed, maintained close ties with their Phoenician homeland. They shared a common language, culture, and religious practices. They also benefited from a decentralized political system that allowed them a degree of autonomy, fostering innovation and economic growth. The Phoenicians' success can be attributed to their adaptability, their entrepreneurial spirit, and their mastery of the sea. They were cultural intermediaries, facilitating the exchange of goods, ideas, and technologies across the ancient world. The Phoenicians were known to the Greeks as Phoenices, meaning purple men. This moniker stemmed from their most sought-after commodity, Tyrian purple. This vibrant, colour-fast dye, extracted from the murex shellfish found in the waters of the eastern Mediterranean, was a labour-intensive and costly process. Thousands of shellfish were needed to produce a single ounce of dye. The process involved crushing the shells, extracting a glandular secretion, and exposing it to sunlight and air. The resulting dye, ranging in hue from deep violet to reddish purple, was highly prized for its rarity and luxurious appeal. Tyrian purple became a status symbol, adorning the robes of kings, priests, and magistrates. It was used to dye fine linens, silks, and other textiles, signifying wealth and power. The demand for this precious dye fueled Phoenician trade, making them the undisputed masters of the purple trade. The association with purple became so ingrained in Phoenician identity that it extended beyond trade. It coloured their mythology, their religious practices, and even their perception in the ancient world. Section 5. Beyond the Horizon Phoenician Exploration. The Phoenicians were not content to simply hug the coastlines. They were driven by a thirst for exploration, venturing beyond the known world in search of new trade routes and resources. They sailed beyond the Strait of Gibraltar into the Atlantic Ocean, braving uncharted waters and unpredictable elements. They circumnavigated Africa, a feat documented by the Greek historian Herodotus. According to his account, the Phoenicians, commissioned by the Egyptian pharaoh Necho II, set sail from the Red Sea and sailed westward, returning to Egypt 3 years later via the Pillars of Hercules, also known as the Strait of Gibraltar. While the historicity of this account is debated, it highlights the Phoenicians' seafaring capabilities and their spirit of exploration. They established trading posts along the Atlantic coast of Africa, venturing as far south as the Gulf of Guinea. They even reached the British Isles, establishing trade links and extracting tin, a valuable metal used in bronze production. Their voyages expanded the geographical knowledge of the ancient world, challenging existing assumptions and paving the way for future explorers. Section 6. The alphabet takes root-spreading literacy. The Phoenician alphabet, born out of practicality, proved to be a transformative invention. Its impact on the ancient world and its enduring legacy cannot be overstated. The simplicity of the system, with its 22 consonants representing distinct sounds, made it easy to learn and adapt. As the Phoenicians traded across the Mediterranean, their alphabet spread along their trade routes. The Greeks, recognizing the advantages of this system over their cumbersome syllabic script, adopted and modified it. They added vowels, transforming it into the Greek alphabet, the foundation for Latin and Cyrillic scripts. From Greece, the alphabet spread further, carried by the Romans as they expanded their empire. The Roman alphabet, with minor modifications, became the standard script for Western Europe and through colonization and globalization spread to other parts of the world. The Phoenician alphabet, in its various iterations, became the cornerstone of literacy and communication for countless civilizations, fostering the exchange of knowledge, culture, and ideas across time and space. Section 7. Cultural exchange, sharing ideas and innovations. The Phoenicians were not just traders, they were cultural intermediaries. Their voyages exposed them to a diverse array of cultures and ideas, which they absorbed, adapted, and disseminated across their vast network. They played a crucial role in the transmission of knowledge, art, and technology in the ancient world. They introduced glass-making techniques to the Mediterranean, learned from the Egyptians. They brought Mesopotamian cylinder seals, used for administrative purposes, to the West. They adapted Egyptian artistic motifs, incorporating them into their own jewelry, pottery, and other decorative arts. Their interactions with other cultures enriched their own, resulting in a vibrant and cosmopolitan society. They were tolerant of different religious beliefs, adopting and adapting deities and religious practices from their trading partners. Their cities became melting pots of cultures, fostering innovation and intellectual exchange. The Phoenicians' legacy is not just in the goods they traded or the empires they built, but also in the intangible contributions they made to the cultural tapestry of the Mediterranean world. Section 8. A lasting legacy: Phoenician footprints on the sands of time. The Phoenician civilization, though long gone, left an indelible mark on the world. Their maritime prowess, their commercial acumen, and their gift of the alphabet shaped the course of history. Their influence can be seen in the languages we speak, the art we admire, and the very foundations of our globalized world. Their cities, once bustling centers of trade and culture, now lie in ruins, silent witnesses to a glorious past. Archaeological excavations continue to unearth artifacts and inscriptions, providing glimpses into their lives, beliefs, and achievements. Their story is a reminder of the interconnectedness of civilizations, of the enduring power of human ingenuity, and the profound impact that a single culture can have on the world stage. Section 9. Echoes of the past connecting ancient civilizations. The Phoenicians serve as a bridge connecting the ancient civilizations of the East and West. Their trade routes acted as conduits for the flow of goods, ideas, and cultural influences. They connected the Egyptian and Mesopotamian civilizations with the nascent cultures of the Aegean and the Western Mediterranean. Their alphabet, adopted and adapted by the Greeks and Romans, became the foundation of Western literature, philosophy, and scientific thought. Their artistic motifs, inspired by Egyptian and Mesopotamian art, found their way into Greek and Roman art, influencing the aesthetic sensibilities of Western civilization. Their legacy is a tapestry woven from threads of cultural exchange, demonstrating the interconnectedness of human history and the enduring power of ideas to transcend time and geographical boundaries. Section 10. Conclusion. The enduring impact of the Phoenicians. The Phoenicians, masters of the sea and alphabet, left an enduring legacy on the world. Their innovative spirit, their entrepreneurial drive, and their ability to connect cultures across vast distances shaped the course of history. Their alphabet became the foundation for communication systems across the globe, while their maritime expertise laid the groundwork for future exploration and trade. Their story is a testament to the power of human ingenuity, the transformative impact of cultural exchange, and the enduring legacy of a civilization that dared to venture beyond the known world. As we navigate the complexities of our interconnected world, we can draw inspiration from the Phoenicians, the ancient mariners who connected the world through trade, innovation, and the enduring power of the written word.
The Persian Empire. Just saying the name conjures images of opulence, power, and vast sun-baked landscapes stretching as far as the eye can see. The sheer scale of this empire was breathtaking. This was an empire like no other, a marvel of ancient civilization, a vast tapestry of cultures, languages, and peoples, each contributing to the rich mosaic of Persian society, all woven together under the rule of the Persian kings, who were seen as both conquerors and unifiers. From the shores of the Aegean Sea in the west, where the empire met the ancient Greek world, to the banks of the Indus River in the east, touching the borders of ancient India, the Persian Empire dominated the ancient world for centuries, leaving an indelible mark on history. It was a realm of dazzling wealth, fierce warriors and grand ambitions, and a story that echoes through time, resonating with lessons and legacies, teaching us valuable lessons about empire, tolerance, and the complexities of governance, and the delicate balance of power that held this vast empire together. But how did they do it? How did they manage such an expansive and diverse realm? How did the Persians manage to create and control such a vast and diverse empire, spanning continents and cultures? The answer, in part, lies in their remarkable ability to adapt, to innovate, and to govern with wisdom. They understood that true power comes not just from the edge of a sword, but from strategic governance, from the strength of infrastructure, and the wisdom of tolerance and inclusion. Today, we'll journey back in time to explore the story of the Persian Empire, delving into its rich history, focusing on the roads they built, the tolerance they practiced, and the innovative governance that sustained their power, and the administrative innovations that formed the bedrock of their power, ensuring their legacy endures to this day. Imagine a road. Not just any road, but a road stretching over 1,600 miles, a ribbon of stone and earth winding its way across mountains and deserts, connecting the beating heart of the Persian Empire. This was the Royal Road, an engineering marvel of the ancient world, and a testament to the vision and ambition of the Persian kings. Built under the orders of King Darius I in the 5th century BC, the Royal Road was the empire's central artery. It linked Susa, one of the empire's capitals, in the east to Sardis in Anatolia, in the west, a journey of weeks, even on horseback. Along the way, the road passed through bustling cities, fertile plains and treacherous mountain passes, a testament to the Persians' engineering prowess. The Royal Road wasn't just a road. It was a symbol of Persian power and a tool of imperial control. Stretching over 1,500 miles, it connected the empire from Susa to Sardis, showcasing the engineering prowess of the Persians. It allowed for the swift movement of armies, crucial in maintaining order and crushing rebellions. The road's efficiency meant that messages and orders could be relayed quickly, ensuring the emperor's will was enacted across vast distances. Imagine the thunder of thousands of Persian soldiers marching along the Royal Road, their bronze armour gleaming in the sun, their disciplined ranks a testament to the might of the empire. This was a display of military might designed to cow potential enemies into submission. The sight alone was enough to deter many from challenging Persian authority. But the road's impact went far beyond military might. It was a lifeline for the empire's economy and culture. It facilitated trade, allowing goods and ideas to flow freely across the empire. Spices, textiles, and precious metals moved along this route, enriching the empire. Merchants, caravans laden with exotic goods, traversed its length, connecting the far-flung corners of the empire in a vibrant web of commerce and cultural exchange. This exchange of goods also meant an exchange of ideas, fostering innovation and cultural growth. The Royal Road was the backbone of the Persian economy, a testament to the fact that empires are built not just on conquest, but on connection. It was a marvel of its time, illustrating how infrastructure can unify and sustain a vast empire. The Persian Empire was a melting pot of cultures and peoples. Unlike many empires before and after, the Persians understood that brute force alone couldn't hold such a diverse realm together. They needed a more nuanced approach, one that relied on a degree of tolerance and understanding. This is not to say that the Persian Empire was a utopia of multicultural harmony. There were undoubtedly tensions and rebellions, and the Persians weren't afraid to use force when they deemed it necessary. However, compared to many of their contemporaries, their rule was marked by a degree of religious and cultural tolerance that was remarkably progressive for its time. Section 5. Cyrus the Great, a model of tolerance. Cyrus the Great, the founder of the Persian Empire, is often held up as a prime example of this tolerant approach. When he conquered Babylon in 539 BC, he famously allowed the Jews who had been held captive there to return to their homeland. He even provided them with funds to rebuild their temple in Jerusalem, a story recounted in the biblical book of Ezra. This act of tolerance was not just about being nice, it was shrewd politics. By allowing conquered peoples to maintain their cultures and religions, the Persians reduced the risk of rebellion and fostered a sense of loyalty, if not love, towards their rule. It was a lesson in soft power, centuries before the term was even invented. Section 6. The Persian administration organization of a sprawling empire. Managing an empire as vast and diverse as that of the Persians was no mean feat. It required organization, innovation, and a complex administrative structure, capable of dealing with the challenges of governing a multitude of peoples and territories. The Persians, it turned out, were up to the task. One of the key innovations of the Persian Empire was the concept of a centralized government. While previous empires, like the Assyrians, had relied on more brutal and less sophisticated methods of control, the Persians understood that efficient administration was key to long-term stability and prosperity. Section 7. Satrapies, dividing to conquer. To effectively manage their vast territory, the Persians divided their empire into provinces called satrapies. Each satrapy was ruled by a governor known as a satrap, who was appointed by the king. The satraps were responsible for collecting taxes, maintaining order, and administering justice within their provinces. To ensure the loyalty of the satraps, the Persians implemented a system of checks and balances. Royal inspectors, known as the eyes and ears of the king, travelled throughout the empire, reporting directly to the king on the activities of the satraps. This helped to prevent corruption and ensure that the king's will was being carried out. Section 8. Innovation in taxation, funding and empire. No empire can function without money, and the Persians were certainly no exception. To fund their vast armies, elaborate building projects and complex bureaucracy, they needed a reliable and efficient system of taxation. Here too the Persians displayed remarkable innovation and creativity. Instead of imposing a single burdensome tax on their subjects, the Persians developed a more equitable system that took into account the productivity of different regions and the economic status of individuals. They standardized weights and measures throughout the empire, facilitating trade and ensuring fairness in tax collection processes. Section 9. Communication is key. The role of messengers. In an age long before telephones, emails, or even carrier pigeons, communication across vast distances was a major challenge. Yet the Persians understood that effective communication was vital for the smooth functioning of their empire. They needed a way to transmit messages quickly and reliably across their vast territory. Their solution was a sophisticated relay system of mounted messengers who traversed the empire's roads, including the royal road, with remarkable speed. These messengers, highly trained and riding specially bred horses, could cover vast distances in a matter of days, ensuring that the king could communicate with his officials and receive intelligence from the furthest reaches of his empire. Section 10. Legacy and Lessons. The enduring impact of the Persian Empire. The Persian Empire eventually fell, conquered by Alexander the Great in the 4th century BC. This marked the end of an era, but not the end of its influence. Yet its legacy lived on, its influence echoing through the corridors of history. The cultural and administrative practices of the Persians were adopted and adapted by subsequent empires. The Persians left an indelible mark on the world, not just through their impressive architectural achievements, which continue to inspire awe and admiration today, but through their innovative approach to governance, which included a sophisticated bureaucracy and a system of satraps or provincial governors that allowed for efficient and effective administration. Their surprising tolerance of diversity was ahead of its time, promoting a sense of unity and cooperation among the various peoples within their vast empire, and their understanding that true power comes not just from military might, but from the strength of infrastructure and the wisdom of inclusion set them apart from many other empires. The Persians built extensive road networks, aqueducts and canals, which facilitated trade and communication across their empire, contributing to its prosperity and stability. The story of the Persian Empire is a reminder that even the mightiest of empires eventually crumble. However, the ideas and innovations they leave behind can endure for centuries. But it's also a story of innovation, of adaptation, and of resilience in the face of changing circumstances. The enduring power of human connection and the ability to adapt to new challenges were key to the Persian Empire's success and longevity. As we grapple with the challenges of our own time, from political instability to environmental crises, perhaps there are lessons we can learn from the Persians, lessons that can guide us in building a more inclusive and resilient society. lessons about the importance of tolerance, the power of infrastructure, and the need for effective communication in a world that is increasingly interconnected. The Persian Empire's legacy is a testament to the enduring power of human ingenuity and the timeless value of wisdom and understanding.
The Celts, an ancient group of tribes, once dominated much of Europe. These tribes were not a single unified nation, but rather a collection of culturally similar groups spread across the continent. They were known for their fierce warriors, intricate art, and complex social structures. The Celts inhabited regions that are now modern-day Ireland, Scotland, Wales, and parts of France, Spain, and even Turkey. Their influence was vast, and their presence was felt far and wide. Their legacy is visible today in many ways. Modern Celtic festivals celebrate their rich heritage, bringing to life ancient traditions through music, dance, and storytelling. Contemporary uses of Celtic symbols, such as the iconic Celtic knot, can be seen in jewellery, tattoos, and various forms of art. These symbols often represent themes of eternity, interconnectedness, and the natural world. Celtic-inspired architecture, with its unique designs and motifs, continues to influence modern buildings and structures. From their languages to their art, the Celts left a lasting impact. The Celtic languages, including Gaelic, Welsh, and Breton, are still spoken today, preserving the linguistic heritage of these ancient tribes. Celtic knot designs, with their intricate and endless loops, are a testament to the Celts' artistic prowess and their deep philosophical beliefs. Ancient Celtic art, displayed in museums around the world, showcases their skill in metalwork, pottery, and sculpture. These artifacts provide a glimpse into the daily lives and spiritual practices of the Celts. Their story is one of skilled warriors, talented artisans, and a deep connection to nature. Celtic warriors were renowned for their bravery and combat skills, often fighting with distinctive weapons and armor. Talented artisans created beautiful jewelry, weapons, and household items, many of which were adorned with intricate designs and symbols. The Celts had a profound respect for nature, which was reflected in their religious practices and their reverence for natural landmarks such as rivers, mountains, and forests. Much of what we know about them comes from archaeological findings and the writings of those they encountered. Archaeological digs have uncovered settlements, burial sites, and artifacts that provide valuable insights into Celtic life. These discoveries include tools, weapons, jewelry, and everyday items that reveal the Celts' craftsmanship and way of life. Ancient texts written by the Celts' contemporaries offer additional perspectives, though they must be interpreted with caution. The Romans, for example, provide insights into Celtic society, though often with a biased lens. Roman historians and writers documented their encounters with the Celts, describing their customs, appearance, and social structures. However, these accounts were often coloured by the Romans' own cultural biases and political agendas. Despite this, Roman texts remain a valuable source of information, helping to piece together the complex puzzle of Celtic history. Despite the challenges in piecing together their history, one thing is clear. The Celts were a complex and influential people. Their contributions to art, language, and culture have left an indelible mark on the world. The enigmatic Celts continue to fascinate historians, archaeologists, and enthusiasts alike as we strive to understand and appreciate the rich tapestry of their legacy. Their story is a testament to the enduring power of cultural heritage and the ways in which it shapes our present and future. The Celts were masters of ironworking. Their expertise in this craft was unparalleled in ancient Europe. This skill set them apart from other contemporary societies. The Celts' ability to manipulate iron allowed them to create tools and weapons that were both durable and effective. They were among the first in Europe to fully harness the potential of iron. This early adoption of ironworking technology gave them a significant edge over their neighbours. This mastery transformed their society in profound ways. Iron tools made daily tasks easier and more efficient, from farming to construction. Iron was crucial in warfare. The Celts' iron weapons were not only stronger but also more reliable than those made from bronze or stone. Celtic swords were renowned for their quality. These weapons were meticulously crafted, making them highly sought after and feared in battle. Iron also revolutionized agriculture, making it possible to work the land more efficiently. Iron ploughs and sickles allowed Celtic farmers to cultivate and harvest crops with greater ease. This led to a surplus of food and, in turn, population growth. With more food available, the Celtic population was able to expand and thrive. The ability to produce superior tools and weapons gave the Celts a distinct advantage in their world. Their ironworking skills not only enhanced their daily lives, but also secured their place as a formidable force in ancient Europe. The knowledge of ironworking was passed down through generations, ensuring that the Celts maintained their technological edge. Apprentices learned the secrets of the trade, preserving the craftsmanship and innovation of their ancestors. Iron goods became valuable trade items, further boosting the Celtic economy. Their iron tools and weapons were traded far and wide, spreading their influence across Europe. Today, the legacy of Celtic ironworking can be seen in museums and archaeological sites. These artifacts stand as a testament to the ingenuity and skill of the ancient Celts. Modern blacksmiths continue to draw inspiration from Celtic techniques, keeping the ancient art of ironworking alive. The impact of Celtic ironworking is still felt today, a reminder of how this metal shaped a civilization. This mastery of iron wasn't just about practicality, it was about status. Skilled blacksmiths held high positions in Celtic society. Owning a finely crafted iron sword or piece of jewellery was a sign of wealth and prestige. Trade flourished as a result of their ironwork. Celtic tribes traded with the Greeks and Romans, exchanging their goods for luxury items. This trade spread Celtic influence far and wide, further cementing their place in history. Celtic society was rich in oral tradition. Druids, the learned class, played a crucial role in this. They were the keepers of knowledge, responsible for memorizing and reciting history's laws and rituals. This oral tradition was vital in a society without widespread writing. It ensured the transmission of knowledge from generation to generation. The Druids were highly respected figures. Their wisdom and knowledge were essential to the functioning of Celtic society. Celtic art is distinctive. It reflects their connection to the natural world. It often features intricate patterns, stylized animals, and abstract designs. This art form wasn't merely decorative. It held deep spiritual and cultural significance. These designs, often found on jewelry and weapons, were more than just aesthetically pleasing. They likely held symbolic meanings, perhaps representing beliefs, deities, or clan affiliations. Section 6. Metalwork, the epitome of Celtic artistry. Celtic metalwork was particularly impressive. They created elaborate jewelry, weapons, and ceremonial objects. Their skill in metalworking is evident in the craftsmanship of these pieces. These objects were often adorned with intricate engravings and inlays of precious metals and stones. Their skills were so advanced that they could create complex designs with a level of detail that continues to impress even today. Section 7. The significance of patterns and symbols. A key feature of Celtic art is the use of repeating patterns and stylized animal motifs. These swirling, interlacing patterns, known as knots, are particularly iconic. These designs weren't just for decoration, they held deeper meanings. While the exact meanings of these symbols are lost to time, they likely represented aspects of the Celtic worldview. Animals, for instance, held significant spiritual importance in Celtic culture, and their stylized representations in art reflect this reverence. Section 8. Cultural echoes. Celtic influence in the modern world. The legacy of the Celts can be seen today in many ways. Their languages are still spoken in parts of Europe. Their music and storytelling traditions continue to inspire. Their art style has influenced everything from jewelry design to tattoos. The enduring popularity of Celtic festivals and celebrations is a testament to the lasting appeal of their culture. Section 9. Conclusion. The enduring spirit of the Celts. The Celts were more than just skilled ironworkers. They were a people whose influence stretched far beyond their mastery of metal. Their iron tools and weapons were not just functional, they were works of art, intricately designed and crafted with care. This craftsmanship was a reflection of their broader cultural values. They were a complex people with a rich culture. Their festivals were vibrant celebrations of life, filled with music, dance, and storytelling. Traditional instruments like the harp and the bodhrán filled the air with melodies that have been passed down through generations. Their jewelry and clothing were not just adornments, but symbols of their identity and status within the tribe. Their mastery of ironworking did transform their society. It allowed them to create stronger tools and weapons, which in turn enabled them to farm more efficiently and defend their territories more effectively. But ironworking was just one aspect of their technological prowess. They also excelled in other crafts, such as pottery and weaving, which were essential to their daily lives. However, it was their art, their oral traditions, and their deep connection to nature that truly defined them. Their carvings and sculptures were not merely decorative. They told stories and conveyed spiritual beliefs. Storytelling was a vital part of their culture, with bards and druids preserving history and myths through oral tradition. Nature worship was central to their spirituality, with sacred groves and natural landmarks playing key roles in their rituals. The Celts may be gone, but their legacy lives on. Their ruins and monuments stand as silent witnesses to their once great civilization. Modern people continue to celebrate Celtic traditions, keeping their spirit alive through festivals, music, and art. The symbols and motifs of Celtic culture, such as the intricate knotwork and the treescale, are still widely recognized and appreciated today. Their story is a reminder of the power of human ingenuity, the importance of tradition, and the enduring strength of cultural identity. The Celts have left an indelible mark on history, and their influence can still be felt in many aspects of modern life. From the languages we speak to the art we create, the spirit of the Celts continues to inspire and enrich our world. Did you know the Romans learned to build roads from their neighbors, the Etruscans? The very roads that connected the vast Roman Empire were in part an Etruscan invention. These fascinating people, who thrived in ancient Italy before the rise of Rome, left an indelible mark on the very fabric of Roman society. Join me as we delve into the world of the Etruscans, exploring their lasting influence on Roman architecture, engineering, and religion. The Etruscans, shrouded in an aura of mystery, inhabited a region known as Etruria, which corresponds roughly to modern-day Tuscany in Italy. Flourishing between the 8th and 3rd centuries BCE, they developed a vibrant and sophisticated culture that left an enduring legacy on their Roman successors. While the Etruscan language remains only partially deciphered, their art, architecture, and religious practices speak volumes about their beliefs, values, and innovations. The Etruscans were masters of urban planning and architecture, leaving an indelible mark on the Roman cityscape. They introduced the Romans to the concept of the grid plan, with streets intersecting at right angles, a feature that became a hallmark of Roman town planning. The Etruscans also excelled in the construction of monumental structures such as temples and tombs, which greatly influenced Roman architectural design. Etruscan temples, perched atop high podiums and accessed by a staircase at the front, differed significantly from their Greek counterparts. These temples, often adorned with brightly painted terracotta sculptures, served as a testament to Etruscan artistic ingenuity. The Romans adopted and adapted these architectural elements, incorporating them into their own sacred spaces. The iconic Roman temple, with its raised platform and front-facing entrance, owes a debt of gratitude to its Etruscan predecessors. The Etruscans were renowned for their engineering prowess, particularly in the realms of hydraulic engineering and road construction. They excelled in draining marshes and constructing irrigation systems, transforming the landscape of Etruria and enhancing agricultural productivity. Their expertise in water management was later adopted by the Romans, who further developed these techniques to create an empire-wide infrastructure. The Etruscans were also pioneers in road building, constructing paved roads that facilitated trade and communication throughout their territory. These roads, built with carefully fitted stone blocks, were remarkably durable and served as a model for the Romans, who later established an extensive network of roads that spanned their vast empire. The Roman road system, a marvel of ancient engineering, owes its origins in part to the ingenuity of the Etruscans. The Etruscan pantheon, a complex hierarchy of deities, played a central role in their religious beliefs and practices. At the apex stood Tinia, the god of the sky and thunder, equivalent to the Roman Jupiter. Uniquely, the Etruscans believed in a trinity of deities: Tinia Uni, goddess of marriage and fertility, and Minerva, goddess of wisdom and war, who were often depicted together in Etruscan art. The Etruscan underworld, ruled by the fearsome god Aita, held a prominent place in their religious imagination. Tombs were often elaborately decorated with frescoes depicting scenes from Etruscan mythology, offering glimpses into their beliefs about the afterlife. The Romans adopted and adapted many Etruscan deities and myths, integrating them into their own religious system. The Roman gods Jupiter, Juno, and Minerva, for example, are direct descendants of the Etruscan Tinia, Uni, and Minerva. Section 5. Etruscan Rituals, a glimpse into the afterlife. Etruscan religious practices were deeply intertwined with their beliefs about the afterlife. They placed great importance on divination, seeking to interpret the will of the gods through the observation of natural phenomena such as the flight of birds and the examination of animal entrails. These rituals, performed by specialized priests, provided guidance on matters of war, politics, and daily life. The Etruscans believed that the deceased embarked on a journey to the underworld, and they furnished their tombs with elaborate grave goods to accompany them in the afterlife. Tombs were often designed to resemble houses, complete with furniture, pottery, and even chariots, reflecting the Etruscan belief in the continuity of life after death. These burial practices, while often adapted and modified, influenced Roman funerary customs and beliefs about the afterlife. Section 6. The Oracle Speaks. One of the most intriguing aspects of Etruscan religion was their belief in oracles. Individuals believed to possess the ability to communicate with the gods and predict the future. The most famous Etruscan oracle was located at the sanctuary of Volci, where priests interpreted the rustling of leaves in a sacred grove to discern the will of the gods. The Romans, deeply superstitious and eager to know the future, held Etruscan oracles in high regard. Roman emperors and generals often consulted Etruscan seers before embarking on military campaigns or making important decisions. The Etruscan tradition of divination, with its emphasis on interpreting signs and omens, left a lasting mark on Roman religious practices and beliefs. Section 7. The Romanization of Etruscan Beliefs. As Rome expanded its power and influence, Etruscan culture gradually became absorbed into the Roman world. Etruscan cities were incorporated into the Roman state, and their elites often adopted Roman customs and language. This process of Romanization, however, was not a one-way street. Etruscan culture, particularly in the realms of religion and art, continued to exert a subtle but significant influence on Roman society. The Romans, while adopting and adapting many Etruscan deities and myths, often reinterpreted them to fit their own worldview. Etruscan religious practices, such as divination and the interpretation of omens, became integrated into Roman religious life, albeit with Roman modifications. The Etruscan legacy in Roman religion is a testament to the complex cultural exchange that occurred between these two civilizations. Section 8. Enduring marks on Roman identity. The Etruscan influence on Roman society extended beyond the realms of architecture, engineering, and religion. Etruscan artists and craftsmen excelled in bronze working, producing exquisite statues, mirrors, and other decorative objects that were highly prized by the Romans. Etruscan fashion, particularly their distinctive hairstyles and footwear, also found favor among the Roman elite. The Etruscan language, while gradually supplanted by Latin, continued to be used in religious rituals and inscriptions well into the Roman period. Etruscan words and names survived in the Roman language, attesting to the enduring legacy of this ancient civilization. The Etruscan influence on Roman society, while often subtle and indirect, can be seen in various aspects of Roman culture, from their religious beliefs to their artistic tastes. Section 9. Unraveling the Etruscan Enigma. Despite their significant contributions to Roman civilization, the Etruscans remain an enigma in many ways. Their language, while partially deciphered, still holds many secrets, and their origins and cultural development are still debated by scholars. Archaeological discoveries continue to shed light on Etruscan civilization, but many questions remain unanswered. The Etruscans, with their unique blend of innovation, artistic flair, and spiritual beliefs, left an indelible mark on the course of Western civilization. Their influence on Roman society, while often overshadowed by the grandeur of Rome itself, was profound and enduring. By exploring the Etruscan legacy, we gain a deeper appreciation for the complex tapestry of cultures that shaped the Roman world and, by extension, our own. Section 10. A lasting legacy. The Etruscans, though long gone, left an indelible mark on the Roman world and, through Rome, on Western civilization. Their innovations in architecture, engineering, and religion shaped Roman society and continue to resonate in the present day. The next time you stroll through the ruins of Rome or marvel at the engineering feats of the ancient world, remember the Etruscans, the hidden influencers who played a pivotal role in shaping the course of history. Their story is a reminder that even the mightiest empires are built on the foundations laid by those who came before. The Etruscans, with their unique blend of ingenuity, artistry and spirituality, deserve to be remembered not just as precursors to Roman greatness, but as a vibrant and influential civilization in their own right. Their legacy lives on, not only in the stones and artifacts they left behind, but also in the enduring cultural traditions they helped to shape. The Olmecs, an ancient civilization shrouded in mystery, flourished along Mexico's Gulf Coast from around 1600 BCE to 400 BCE. This enigmatic culture is often considered the cradle of Mesoamerican civilization, laying the foundational stones for the societies that followed. Known as the mother culture of Mesoamerica, the Olmecs left an indelible mark on the region's artistic, religious, and cultural development. Their influence can be seen in the intricate designs of their sculptures, the complexity of their religious iconography, and the sophistication of their urban planning. Their legacy is whispered through the ages in the form of monumental sculptures, intricate carvings, and enigmatic colossal heads that continue to captivate and intrigue archaeologists and historians alike. These artifacts provide a glimpse into the Olmecs' advanced understanding of art and their deep spiritual beliefs. These colossal heads, carved from massive basalt boulders, stand as silent sentinels guarding the secrets of a vanished civilization. Each head, with its unique features and expressions, tells a story of power, leadership, and possibly even deities worshipped by the Olmecs. With their enigmatic expressions and distinctive features, they beckon us to unravel the mysteries of the Olmec world. The craftsmanship involved in creating these heads is a testament to the Olmecs' skill and their ability to manipulate such hard materials with precision. The Olmecs were skilled artisans and architects, their mastery evident in the sophisticated works of art and monumental structures they left behind. Their pottery, tools, and buildings reflect a society that valued both functionality and aesthetic beauty. Their influence extended far beyond their heartland, shaping the beliefs, practices, and artistic traditions of subsequent Mesoamerican cultures. The Maya, Aztec, and other civilizations drew inspiration from Olmec innovations, integrating and evolving these elements into their own unique cultural expressions. Despite the passage of millennia, the Olmecs' presence is still felt in the echoes of their art and architecture, reminding us of their pivotal role in shaping the trajectory of Mesoamerican civilization. Today, their legacy lives on, not just in museums and archaeological sites, but in the cultural fabric of modern Mexico, where ancient traditions and contemporary life intertwine seamlessly.
Olmec art stands as a testament to the civilization's sophistication and artistic mastery. Their creations, spanning from monumental sculptures to intricate carvings, reveal a culture deeply invested in the artistic expression of their world. Their sculptures, often carved from jade, serpentine, and basalt, exhibit a remarkable naturalism, capturing the essence of human and animal forms with astonishing detail. The choice of materials itself speaks volumes about their access to and reverence for these precious stones, which were not only beautiful, but also symbolically significant. The Olmecs possessed an exceptional ability to imbue their creations with life and movement, reflecting a deep understanding of anatomy and a keen observation of the natural world. This skill is evident in the way they rendered the human form with such precision, capturing not just the physical likeness, but also the spirit and vitality of their subjects. From the graceful curves of a jaguar's body to the delicate features of a human face, Olmec artists possessed an innate ability to breathe life into stone. Their work with animal forms, particularly the jaguar, which held significant cultural and spiritual meaning, showcases their ability to merge artistic skill with symbolic depth. The Olmecs' artistic repertoire extended beyond monumental sculptures to encompass a wide range of objects, including intricate jade carvings, elaborate ceramics, and finely crafted figurines. These smaller artifacts, often used in daily life or ritual contexts, highlight the versatility and breadth of Olmec artistry. These objects, often adorned with symbolic motifs and intricate designs, provide valuable insights into Olmec beliefs, rituals, and daily life. The motifs and patterns found on these artifacts are not merely decorative. They are imbued with meaning and reflect the Olmec's complex cosmology and social structure. The recurring presence of certain motifs, such as the were-jaguar, a mythical creature combining feline and human characteristics, suggests their importance in Olmec mythology and cosmology. This figure, often depicted in various forms, symbolizes the Olmec's beliefs in transformation and the interconnectedness of the human and natural worlds. The Olmec's artistic legacy serves as a window into their world, offering glimpses into their beliefs, values, and the very essence of their civilization. Through their art, we can explore the rich tapestry of Olmec life, from their spiritual practices to their daily activities, and appreciate the profound impact they had on the cultural landscape of Mesoamerica. Their legacy in stone continues to inspire and captivate, reminding us of the enduring power of human creativity and expression.
Religion permeated every aspect of Olmec life, influencing their daily activities, social structures, and even their political systems. The Olmecs believed that their rulers were divinely chosen and that their authority was sanctioned by the gods. This belief system was deeply embedded in their culture and was reflected in their rituals and ceremonies. Their art and architecture served as powerful expressions of their beliefs, with temples and sculptures often dedicated to their deities. These structures were not merely functional, but were imbued with spiritual significance, acting as bridges between the human and divine realms. Olmec artifacts are replete with symbolism, offering tantalizing clues to their cosmology, mythology, and religious practices. Each carving, statue, and mask tells a story, revealing the intricate belief systems that governed their world. The use of jade, a precious material, in their artifacts further underscores the importance they placed on these objects. The were-jaguar, a prominent motif in Olmec art, is believed to represent a supernatural being of great power and significance. This enigmatic figure, often depicted with a snarling mouth and almond-shaped eyes, has intrigued scholars for decades. Its exact meaning remains a subject of debate, but it is generally agreed that it held a central place in Olmec mythology. Its presence on ceremonial objects and sculptures suggests its importance in Olmec rituals and beliefs. These artifacts were likely used in ceremonies designed to invoke the were-jaguar's power, seeking its protection and blessings. The rituals may have included offerings, chants, and dances, all aimed at appeasing this formidable deity. The were-jaguar, with its blend of human and feline attributes, may have embodied the duality of the natural world, representing the interconnectedness of the physical and spiritual realms. This duality is a recurring theme in Olmec art, reflecting their belief in the balance of opposing forces. The were-jaguar could symbolize the harmony between man and nature, life and death, or the earthly and the divine. Another recurring motif in Olmec art is the rain god, often depicted with goggle eyes, a downturned mouth, and a distinctive headdress. This deity was crucial to the Olmecs, who depended on rainfall for their agricultural activities. The rain god's image can be found in various forms, from small carvings to large statues, each one a testament to its significance. The Olmecs, like many ancient cultures, relied heavily on agriculture for their sustenance, making rain an essential element for their survival. Maize, a staple crop, was particularly important, and its growth depended on the timely arrival of rains. The rain god was thus not just a religious figure, but a vital part of their everyday lives, influencing their agricultural practices and seasonal rituals. The rain god, as a source of life-giving precipitation, would have held a prominent place in the Olmec pantheon. Rituals to honor this deity likely included offerings of food, drink, and other valuable items, all aimed at ensuring a bountiful harvest. These ceremonies would have been community events, bringing people together in a shared act of devotion and hope. By deciphering the intricate language of Olmec symbolism, we gain a deeper understanding of their relationship with the cosmos and the forces that shaped their world. Each symbol, each artifact, is a piece of a larger puzzle, revealing the complex and fascinating belief system of this ancient civilization. Through their art and rituals, the Olmecs communicated their understanding of the universe, leaving behind a legacy that continues to captivate and inspire.